Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister who gave us this translation. Strange things indeed do happen in this world. I don't know if this was normal sexual intercourse that this woman was experiencing, or if the guy had been using some charms on her, because I don't think that it is normal that a woman can do all of these things simply because she is claiming that the man was really good in bed. The translation of that message that I received reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? My name is Anele, not a real name, and I come from a family which is based in the Eastern Cape. And Brother Nashi, I came to Johannesburg when I was still in university. And from university, that was when I met a man who became my husband. So we started having challenges in our relationship. He hurt me so much, but I told myself that I was forever going to become a faithful woman. Ever since I had gotten married to him, I had no thoughts of sleeping with another man until when we started having this other man who was our gardener. It was in the early 2020. Just before the lockdowns, the whole world was gripped with fear. We did not know if we were going to live or die. And honestly, as someone who has anxiety problems, I was afraid. I was afraid of dying without having had a chance to fully experience life, to love deeply. And when I say to love deeply, not my husband, but this other man whom I told you that he was our gardener. This man, he had swept me off my feet. He was handsome, charismatic, and most of all, he was a beast, a total beast in bed. Me and him, we had tried it out when my husband was not around, and I had never experienced anything like he gave me on that afternoon like before. I became totally addicted to him, the way that he made me feel, and the way that he made me to forget about the chaos that had been happening in my marriage. And worst of all, my husband, when he had cheated on me, even though I thought that I had forgiven him, the moment that I slept with another man for the first time, that was when the bad girl in me came out. And I kept on reminding myself whenever I would feel bad that I'm cheating on my husband, that there was no need to feel sorry for him because he had done it first, and I was now doing the same thing that he had done. So we were in love. That was when all of a sudden then the lockdown came. In my desperation, that was when I spoke with him. Already we had been talking about it. He told me that he was honestly in love with me and he wanted to become my husband. So I had spoken with one of my friends about this issue, and he said it is going to be cool because this guy, he will never have enough money to challenge you. So you will know that you are always going to be more like a boss lady to him, and he will never have the guts to cheat on you because his life will be depending on you. So my friend had given me the go ahead, and already, Brother Nashi, we had started talking about this with this guy, and I wanted my husband to die. My husband died in early 2020 because of some of the rituals that we did. So we did not just go to the location where that man was staying for the sake of killing my husband. No, we also had to go so that the prophet can also bind our love. I wanted this man to be bound to me, but he said that in order for me to perform that ritual on you, then you have to know that the both of you, I am going to bind you together. Otherwise, the holy prayers, they are not going to work. So we were going to be together forever, no matter what would happen in the world. And in my crazy mind, I honestly thought that indeed the world was coming to an end. I still remember telling him that we are doing this ritual so that we can be together throughout the lockdown, no matter what will happen. And he also claimed that he had other powerful connections with some red garment prophets also that were here. And then we went there, Brother Nashi, and we did the rituals, and nothing was going to tear us apart. And I was deep in love, or maybe just lust. I did not think twice. I just wanted to be with him. I never even gave my time to mourn over my husband. Soon after we had buried my husband, I was in between the sheets with my boyfriend, and people did not even know that this is what I was up to. No matter the cost, I did not even care. Brother Nashi, when I started staying with this man, things started happening really fast. The man, he was treating me really nicely. I felt like a queen. I felt like a princess. This man, he was giving me the kind of a love that I thought that I deserved. Within a short period of time, he suggested that I was supposed to sell my car because the world might end anytime soon. I then found myself dipping into my savings, and during that time when it was locked down, I realized that I sent and I spent money that was nearly R500,000 to one of his brothers there in Zim, Brother Nashi, to ensure that I was going to keep him all by my side. And at that time, my crazy mind was telling me that money did not even matter at all. What mattered was that each and every night we will cuddle, me and my lover from Zim in bed, making love. We would make love, I don't know how many rounds per night. Sometimes we would even buy some pills so that he can last like forever in bed. I could not have enough of him, and I did everything what this man will tell me to do. Lockdown came and it went, and then all of a sudden my Zimbabwean lover vanished. He just went out and he said that he wanted to go and buy some bread at the mall. I said, why don't you use the car? And they said no. And I asked him and I said, why don't you use the car? And he said that he just wanted to stretch his legs. I said, can I go with you? It seemed as if he was in a bad mood that day when he vanished. He said, no, I'm just going to the mall. I'll be back. When he was at the mall, all of a sudden, that was when he said that, babe, you know, I have met this other friend of mine, so we are just having a chat. There is something that he wants to give me, so I am going with him to the location. I felt so jealous, and I kept on doing these video calls with him, and I wanted to see if he was with another woman. So since I saw that he was not with a woman, but he was with another man, I was okay. And then I did not contact him for the rest of the day. And I said, let boys be boys. Maybe you just want to hang around with his own boys. So I did not even think about reaching him on his phone until when I thought that this guy, he has been gone for hours, because now it was somewhere around 5 p.m. That was when I thought of calling him. I could not reach him, and his WhatsApp, it was just doing one tick, and I tried to call him and I could not reach him. His phone was off, and I thought that maybe there was something that had gone wrong with him. But what I did not know was that even this prophet, he was on this deal. I immediately contacted that red garment prophet and I told him that I could not find my boyfriend. Little did I know that they were together, Brother Nashi. It was only this prophet. He forgot to hide me on his WhatsApp status. 2 days later, that was when I saw that these men, they had taken some pictures. Country, the man that I thought loved me, he was only using me, and I was left alone, broke and feeling like a fool. What pains me the most is that this man, he took advantage of my mental health issues, because I told him everything that I experience, your OCD, your anxiety, sometimes even your panic attacks, and he saw that I am someone who is weak mentally. He pretended as if he cared for me, and I gave it to him. Now I want revenge. I have since consulted with some sangomas here in Eastern Cape, but it seems as if they are not powerful. I need someone who is strong enough, someone who can summon real power. This man took everything from me, my money, my trust. I want him to feel the pain that I felt. If it means that I go to the devil straight to get my revenge, then so be it. I don't care what it takes anymore. I don't regret the love that I had for him, but I will not rest until I see him suffer. I want him to come back to me, asking and kneeling in front of me, begging for my forgiveness. Then I will punish him in my own way. If there is anyone who knows a powerful sangoma around Joburg, please, they can give you the numbers of that healer. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who gave us this translation. Strange things they do happen in this world.